Hi, we're back with a new video where I show how I groom my Shih Tzu's paws and paw pads. And by grooming their paws and paw pads, I mean clipping the hair around the paws and the hair between the paw pads. I don't clip off all the hair between the paw pads. I leave some hair behind to protect the skin in the middle between the paw pads and also between the paw pads, so the skin doesn't get irritated when the paw pads rub against each other. And in the camera here is Casanova. Hi, sweetie. Yeah. And on the other side is Julius, and it is Julius that is my model today. In this video I'm gonna show you how I clip or cut his paws and paw pads, and the way I adjust his paw pads and paws is the same way that I do the others. Ja, sorry, den der. Nej, skal jeg kaste den? Op i den af. Skal jeg tage bolden? Tag bolden. Op i den af. Tag bolden. Tag bolden. Tag bolden. God. The scissors, sorry about the interruption. The scissors that I use are by a French company called André Trissant. I don't know if you can see the name. Yes, and it's made in French. I got the scissors from my mom years and years ago. I got it when I had my first Shih Tzu 26 years ago. So the scissors had cut a lot of paws and paw pads, a lot of hair. The scissors look like this. The edge, the ends of it is rounded, so no pointed around it, and the scissors is curved like this, so when you clip around the paws it's much easier compared to when you use a scissors that is straight. And the same goes when you cut between the paw pads. It's much easier because the curve of the scissors. So, André Trissant. And here comes the video where I clip his nails. Not nails, sorry. Clip paws and paw pads. So, we are on the floor now. I always sit on the floor when I groom the paws. Because it's much more stable. You can't get any more stable for the dogs than on the floor. The scissors that I use are by André Trissant. It's a French man or company, probably both, and it's made in France. I don't know if the camera can get the name. André Trissant. And oops, made in French. And the scissors are these. It has a pointy edge to it, so not a rounded. It's not pointy. Sorry, a rounded edge, and it's curved. And this curved shape makes it much more easier to when you cut around the paw and around the paw pads, instead of using scissors that is straight. And also, if that's a paw and I clip like this, I use the whole length of the scissors to cut. But if I turn it around and clip like this, it only cuts the hair in the middle of the scissors, so I can choose how much hair I want to clip. Yes, I always start out clipping the hair on the back paw pad, and when I clip the hair between the paw pads, I don't clip all the hair off. You want to leave some of the hair behind, because the hair you leave behind protects the paw pads against rubbing against rubbing the skin of each other. So yes, I take my scissors, hold it like this, yeah, and then I clip. Take the hair away. And then I take all the hair, much of the hair, to the side so I can see. And then I just hold like this. So now I use, hold the scissors so I don't cut so much hair. And then I can cut the hair on the side of the paw pads. Then I open the paw pads, or open the paw, and cut the hair in the middle, and remove the hair so I can see what I'm doing. And then I cut a little more. And then I clip the other side, outer side of the paws on paw pads. And then I go in between the front 4 paw pads. Use the curve of the scissors to follow each paw pad. And then I check. And when you are clipping the hair, please check that each paw pad looks healthy and the way it should look, and there's no mats or knots between the paw pads. It can happen. And you also check the paw pads to see that they are not dry. Yes, they should be black or liver, lilac or blue, depending on what kind of pigmentation your Shih Tzu has. Then I'm going to round the paw. Let's take a brush. And then I'm gonna find, find the heel and the paw itself. I don't want to cut the hair from the legs. I only want to cut the hair that grows, well, around the paw. So I take a comb. take the comb with the rotating teeth and comb it out. And then I find the joint here on his back leg, it's there. And I go a little lower and then decide how much hair I want to cut and how much hair I don't want to cut. I make a line. So, and then I follow this line to the front, all the way around, so I don't cut too much hair. Only cut the hair that is on the paw, not on the leg. And here is the joint, here's the heel, and this is where I start to clip, if you can see. And how to measure how much to cut or how short to make it. I just first I use a little liquid here. It's just a conditioner diluted with much water. And how I measure where to cut, I take the big back paw pad and sort of follow its line, or where it is. If you can see it there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and here's the paw pad, and I just follow that line between the four front paw pads and back. The line between, that is where I cut the hair. And I use the curved scissors and the curved line of the scissors to follow the back paw pad. Move the hair so I can see what I'm doing. And then cut the rest off the paw. So I comb it out. And I cut or clip the outside of the hair of the paw first. And then I follow the paw line here and clip. So I take my scissors and use the curve of the scissors to clip. And then you check, or I check, that the back of the paw that I clip the first and the side of the paw is in alignment, or are in alignment with each other. And then comes the inner side. I more or less do the same. And again, I use the curve of the scissors to follow the paw. Yeah, yes. Come here. And then comes the front of the paw. I comb it out. And I check where exactly the middle of the front is, so that I can make it pretty. And I will remove all the hair that I clipped off. And then I check that it's even. And if it's not, I clip a little more. And then I check that the sides of the inner side and the outside of the paw and the front are in alignment with each other, and that they have the same length. And I check from the underneath. You want to have the hair cover the nails. If you have a Shih Tzu, you don't want to. It's gonna have a teddy bear paws, and the nails are not supposed to be seen when the dog is standing and walking. So that is the goal. So that was one. 3 more to go. Then comes the front. And again, first I cut the paw pads, or the hair between the paw pads. Start up in the back. Yeah. I start out in the back, and then comes to the side. Remove the hair, so we don't end up having hair all over the place. I keep the hair in the middle, between the paw pads. Leaving a little hair behind to protect the paw pads against rubbing against each other. And I clip the outside of the inner paw pad and a little between. So, no. Så. Det går bra, I'm gonna round his paw. And again I find the back. There's a little sort of paw pad in the back here. And I find this, and this is where I divide his hair. So the hair between this back paw pad and the paw is what I'm gonna clip, and then I just follow that line around in a straight line. Using the electrical comb to divide the hair as I want it. And then I make a line and I gently comb the hair and check again and again to see that the hair is divided as I want it. And again I use the line between the four paw pads and the back paw pads and to cut the back of the paw. A little conditioner and water to make it wet. So use the curve of the scissors to cut the hair. Remove the hair so I can see what I've done. Take my comb. Oops. And comb it out to see that it's okay. And then I comb out the rest of the paw, then the hair that I want to clip. Take my diluted conditioner, my comb. Again, comb it out, and then I'm ready to cut again, using the curve of my scissors to cut the outside of his paws, of a paw, synchronize. Yes. And then comes the inner side. And I again use the curve of the scissors. And I check to see where the middle of the front other paw is, so I know where to round the paw so that it looks good and covers the nails. So. Remove the hair that I clipped off, and again I check to see if it's okay all the way around, and check for the middle, and I check that the hair on each side of the paw it has the same length, so it doesn't look like it's tilting or something. Yes. Nej. And then you can see the paw as it looks, and the hair from his leg and shoulder, so covering it up. So I'm gonna twist Julius. Sorry. So yeah. Well, the other back paw. Again, I take my scissors and use the curve of the scissors to cut around the back of the back paw pad. And all the time I keep removing the hair that I clipped off so that I can see what I'm doing and don't by accident cut in one of his paws. Paw pads. Then I cut out the hair in the middle between the paw pads. And then go between the paw pads and folding one paw pad around its edge, and then in between, in the middle. So, and then go between two paw pads, cutting the hair and the outer paw pad, cutting the edge of it, cutting the hair, and again I don't cut off clip all the hair away between his paw pads. I leave some hair behind to protect his skin. So you can see, if I can turn it, you can see how little or how much hair I clip off. Then I'm going to round his paw, take my comb, and just comb out his hair. I have groomed him for today, so I'm not brushing out or grooming out his leg or paw. It's already done. some I also go. Now I try to find his heel and try to divide his hair between which hair I want to cut and which hair I don't want to cut. I probably cut less hair than others do, I don't know, but I don't like the hair being too short, especially when the rest of the dog is in full show coat, so the hair should match each other in how long it is. Yeah, tap, tap. Then I take a right side comb to divide the hair, so making sure that the way I divide the hair is straight on all sides, all the way around. You can see I'm a perfectionist. I like it how I like it and how I want it, so I keep combing and brushing and dividing till I get the result that I want before I make the first cut. Because once you cut it and you've done something wrong, you have to, well, continue, otherwise it would look stupid or not so good. Yes, I take my scissors, find the line between the 4 front parts and the back, and follow that line and clip. Remove the hair and see what I've done, what I've clipped. I want to make it a little bit shorter, so I clip again. So, and then comes the inner side. For some reason, I always cut the left side of the way of holding the paw. So when doing this paw, I cut the inner side, which is the left for me, and with the other paw, back paw, I cut the outer side of the paw pad. So. Take my scissors, use the curve, I want a little more water and conditioner, use my curve of the scissors to clip. Remove the hair. Then comes the outer side of, not the outside, not the outer side, outside of the paw. So, and then I'm going to check the front of the paw and check where the middle is. So that it gets even. So. And then I check how much I've cut off the hair, the inside of the paw, no, outside and the inside, and to make sure that they have the same length. It's still a bit too long on the outside. And oops. And now you can see the paw and the paw pad and how much I've clipped. That's how it looks. And the other. So, yeah, ikke færdig nu. Not finished. So, I'm gonna pull you to my, so. Yeah. And the front. And again, I cut the hair between the paw pads first. Cutting the back paw pad first. And the inner side, inside of the paw. I keep saying inner side. And not inside. Well, whatever. You know what I mean. So, yes. And I clip the line between, the gap between the front paw pads and the back. And then I go between the paw pads, the front of them. Go between them and clip the hair. So. And the other side. So. And then I check if there's any mats or knots between the paw pads, and they are clear, all of them, as I expected. I check them every day after we've been out walking, so I would be very, very surprised if there were not between the paw pads. Well, then I'm gonna round the paw. So I gently comb it out while I'm looking for this extra paw pad, if you can see it, this extra paw pad that he has on his back. Well, they all have it, all dogs have it, and that's where I divide the hair. And I follow that line all the way around. So I comb out the hair. While I divide it. I use my fingers also to divide it. And and I use my rectal comb also to divide the hair. So, a little too much. And the front. Actually, the hair I clip or cut, it's like the hair that are on the paw. So like when you're holding someone's hand, it's like here I'm holding his paw, and that hair that I hold when I'm holding his paw is the hair that I clip or cut. If that makes any sense. So, and I take my diluted conditioner and spray to make it wet, to have a better control over the hair so it doesn't move around. Take my scissors, use the curve of the scissors to follow the line between the front paw pads and the back. Use that and clip. Remove the hair and check. I want it a little bit shorter. Så, nej, ikke færdig med vores. Then I'm gonna clip the hair on the inside of his paw. And again, I do the left side first for some reason. I don't know why. I just do. So, on the outside. And then I check to see where the middle of the paw is, and it's there. So I can measure how much to cut of the hair in the middle. And again, I comb it out and check from underneath that the sides are the same length and that they are straight and not zigzag. So. Can you turn you on? So, how you can see, when you clip or cut the back side of the back paws, you want to check it out if you got the right length. When the Shih Tzu is walking forward and you look from behind and you look in the back of the dog and see it from behind, you want to be able to see the dog's Shih Tzu's kick back of the back legs, and when the dog kick back each leg when you can see, or you should see, the paw pads. If you can't see the paw pads, there's, well, 3 reasons. Either the dog don't have a good kickback, or you have cut not enough hair off in the back of the paws, or the hair growing on the back or butt of the dog is so thick and so long that it can be difficult to see the paw pads between all that hair. But when you're showing your dog at a dog show, the judges look for that kickback and they look for seeing the paw pads. So that's why. Well, this is how I do it. Say Julius! Yay! Hi! Hi, go sit. Sit, sit. Sit, sit. Sit, sit. Sit, sit. See, Daniel. 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 My beauty. So, yes. You my beauty. Yeah, my Julius. Dicty. 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 Oh, Julius. All the hair. So. Yeah. So. Now I've done all 16 paws and paw pads. And this is all the hair that I've cut off. This is 16 paw and paw pads. A lot of hair. Hi, Martina. Hi, Martina. Hi, Martina. Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby girl. I have done you. Hi, Romeo. Hi, Romeo. Kom så. Ja, kom så. Kom. Hi, Romeo. Romeo is kissing. You're kissing. You're standing on my knee. And it hurts me. Yes, it hurts me. Yeah. Kom så. Whoopsie. So, Romeo. I better put away the scissors so no one gets hurt. Right. Yeah. So. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Sweetie boy. So. Yeah. Let's see if we can show you the back of you. You can see Romeo. Hair. His hair is very thick and long. Just gonna do it like this. So when he kicks back, Romeo, when he walks and kicks back, the legs go back, and the judges can see his paw pads and paw. So this, when the Shih Tzu, sorry Romeo, when the Shih Tzu walks, this is what they want to see. That. Yes, thank you. Tack, Romeo. Tack. Yeah, tack. Tack, tack. Yeah. Do good. Do good. Flat. Flat, 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 flat. So this is how I groom my Sweethearts paws and paw pads. I groom their paw pads, the hair between the paw pads each week. This time I let the hair grow a little longer so that you could see the difference, the before and after picture. And the hair around the paws, I groom that between 2 or 3 weeks apart. So I like it to be, the hair to be longer before I cut it, because I think it's easier to get the teddy bear look that I want and like So, well, that's how I do it. I do it the same way with all my sweethearts. I don't do any different between the dogs. If you have any questions, please leave your question in the comments below, and I will answer the best that I can. You can find us with Shih Tzu on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram, and check it out. We also have they have a website, so go and check it out. Please like, subscribe, and comment. We would like to be social with you. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back with a new video very soon. Bye.